Hey, hey, reflection. Hey, reflection. Well, I got enough people in the room. Today, I have been reflecting. I reflect every day, all day. Like, that's all I do is just reflect on my life, reflect on how I feel, like my thoughts, reflect on all of my choices. And today, I wanted to come on the video because, I've really been in tune with myself. And what I have come to the realization is what freedom is for me. And I realized that at this point in my journey, I have given up everything that I knew. Like, right now, I don't have a place that I call home. Right now, I don't have what you would call a job, where I go to work. Right now, it's the only thing that I physically own is a book bag and whatever is in that book bag. Now, to others' perspective, they would look at that as something bad. They'd be like, oh my God, you just given up on life and you have nothing. What are you going to do with your life? What about responsibility? What are you going to do now? And for me, I have finally tapped in to what it means to have freedom. I am finally free. I have finally gotten in tune to what it means to be free. I have no baggage. You see? All I have is me. I have gotten in tune with myself. I'm learning myself. I'm loving myself. I trust myself. How many people can say that, and you have all of this stuff around you, have all of these materialistic things? Can you say that about yourself? Now, I'm not saying that material things is a bad thing, because no, we are in this human experience, in this physical form, to have that physical experience. So yes, it is nice to have things. It is nice to desire. It is nice to manifest. But sometimes you're going to have to isolate yourself so you know exactly who you are. Because how do you know who you are when you have so much around you distracting you? Because what we have around us is an electromagnetic spectrum. And that's your energy. That's your force field. So unless you do not isolate yourself and get in tune with yourself, you don't know what you are thinking is your thoughts, or if it's other beings' thoughts, other people's thoughts. Let me just be clear. Other people's thoughts. Because you just allow anybody in your space. And what I mean by that, it could be physical. It could be the stuff you watch on television. It could be the music that you listen to, and it can also be the food that you're eating. And until you isolate yourself and find out who you are, you don't know whose perceptions that you are taking on. You don't know the way that you look at life could just be what is being embedded in you. Because you don't know how to think. You don't even know how you're thinking. But then once you separate yourself and isolate yourself and really get in tune, then you will be able to know how your perception is and how you truly look at life. Because the way society is built up, they have you distracted. Everything is now. Everything is now. You have to always be constantly going and moving and going and moving. And so that's why you feel lost. That's why you feel depleted at the end of the day. That's why you have no purpose. That's why you have no passion, because you have given it away to something that does not serve you in the first place. But I'm here to be an example of someone letting go of that ideology. Just let go. Now, I'm not telling you to go quit your job. I'm not telling you to be like, fuck the system and protest. I'm telling you, just isolate yourself. Take one day and isolate yourself. No music, no television, nobody. And just get immersed in your thoughts. Just let your thoughts just go through you and just see what comes up. And I know a lot of people are afraid of themselves. They're afraid of being alone. But that's where you find your true strength, is when you are physically alone. Now, yes, everything is you and you are everything and everything's a reflection of you. But to physically isolate yourself and just be with yourself, you will be amazed of what comes up for you. And yet it might be some shit that you ain't gonna like. But you know what? It's you. It's you dealing with you. So when you become one with yourself, you will be able to stand firmly and regain your power with who you are when you first came into this existence. That's why the scriptures say, that's why a lot of philosophy say, be like a child, because a child already know who it is when it comes into this existence. Why do you think a child is always happy? A child is always free. A child knows when to say no and knows when to say yes. We are the one that fills that child's cup with foolishness and bullshit. It's us. It's us, our so-called adult, with our fucked up experiences, and we put it in a child instead of allowing that child to have its own experience. You can be here to guide it, but guide it in a way to listen to its own guidance, because we already know who we are when we got here. We just forgot. So now this game is just for you to remember who you were in the first place. You see? And what I'm doing on camera, I'm showing you my journey on how I'm remembering who I was or who I am. You see? And so when you come into an environment that is altering your gene play out, you don't know who you are. You just walking around trying to figure yourself out and then trying to be like everybody else, trying to fit in, trying to find a box that's comfortable for you, when in reality, you are here to create the box. You are here to show everybody who you are, because we all are made up of ACTs and Gs, but what separates us is our astrological energy, our perception. But what we want to do in this world, we want everyone to take on our perception. We so much want to be right, instead of just allowing and just being and expressing who we are and being happy with that, and allowing someone else to express who they are, and coming together and sharing that same frequency. But everybody wants to be right. Everyone wants to point out what's right and wrong instead of just being. And so getting back to your environment, that's why it's important for you to be aware of the environment that you are in, so that you can become who you really are. That's why I chose to go back to nature, because I know in a certain environment it's going to alter me. It's going to alter my perception. It's going to alter my thoughts, whether I like it or not. That's just how this body is. We're energy. This is how this body is made up in this reality. It's that the environment that you are in is going to alter you, regardless if you like it or not. Whether you're in fucking Babylon, or you in Costa Rica, or you in Jamaica, that environment is going to alter you. So through knowledge, you will learn these things. You will learn the importance of having your feet. Can you see my feet? I don't know if you can see my feet. Having your feet on the ground, because you want to get close. You want to have oneness with the ground because of the earthing. And so when you have your feet placed on the ground, it soothes your nervous system, because the ground is, you're receiving energy from the ground. Now when you have your feet on the concrete, like right now I'm moving on the concrete, there's nothing. It's nothing but rock. It's an isolation, so you're blocking yourself from the energy. And so you go back on the ground, and it's soothing. It's where you're supposed to be, and you are the ground. And that's why you go to the trees, because the trees give you oxygen. You want to be in an environment where you're receiving oxygen so you can breathe, and so your energy can flow. You don't want any blockage. That's why I always say, get into an allowing state. Open yourself. But you want to open yourself in an environment that is conducive and in harmony with you. So that's why you go into nature, to be around the trees, to be, to immerse yourself in water, to drink pure water that has life. But here in Babylon, they give you water that is full of chemicals, chlorine, and the reason why they say that, because the water is not clean enough. Well, why are we questioning? Why isn't the water not clean enough? And why do we think drinking chlorine is going to help that? But no, it's going to help. It's going to help, all right. It's going to help to destroy you and diminish you. Now, I'm not here to tell you to take a stand and do something about it and fight for your rights. Fuck your rights. Do what you have to do and go into an environment that is there to be in harmony with you the best way it knows how. Because like I've always said, Babylon is everywhere, but there are places, and I would say Costa Rica because it's eco-friendly. And I've been there. I had the experience myself. I was there. I'm just not blowing hot air out my ass. I was there. The environment is different. Even the sun feels different. Like right now I'm in the sun, but even the sun feels different because I was closer to the equator. And something got activated in me, and I know it was because of the environment. And now that I'm back in Babylon, it's just like now I see things differently. But at the end of the day, everything is about your perception. It's about your perception, the way you want to perceive things, right? So it's important for you to learn yourself, learn how you perceive things. Because I can sit here all day talking on the camera and telling you what you should be doing, but out of your perception, you will either receive it or you will block it. I see your comments, but I'm talking, I'm flowing. Now I'm sitting on the grass. You see, I'm sitting on the grass. So that's what I've been like meditating on. And when I say meditating, I don't mean I'm just sitting there with my legs crossed with my eyes closed. No, I'm like meditating on my life, meditating like on like what I should be doing next. And when I find myself thinking, what should I be doing next? What should I be doing next? I'm like, you know what? Just do what you're doing now. Just relax and allow. And that is what a true manifestor does. They just relax and allow, because they know that they are the universe. And they know by law, what you think of, you will receive it. So that's why I just relax and allow and just be. So if you can take one thing out of this video, one thing today is just take time to isolate yourself. Because you want to know how I got out of Babylon in the first place, because I can leave Babylon again. See, I'm not trapped in my reality. I left before I can leave again. It's just that simple. But in order for you to do what I did, and everybody else that has left, you gotta isolate yourself. You gotta get away from all the bullshit, from all the drama, and be with yourself. Immerse yourself in knowledge. Learn the truth of things, and just be to yourself. Don't allow other people's energy to fuck with your energy. And learn yourself. Clean your body out. Eat nutritious foods that is liquid light, and that is fruit. Yeah, the fruit here in Babylon isn't that good, but it's better than eating hamburgers and meat and blood and all this and that. You know what I'm saying? It's better than even that. You know, do the best that you can with where you are. You know, because the first thing that needs to change is your perception. Because you're one of these people that sit around complaining about everything or have a negative outlook on life, then that's exactly what you're going to get. But you have to change your perspective. You have to change your outlook. You have to know that you are free before you are physically free. Like, I am free. I am free. And before you know it, your reality will change and you will be free. And freedom is whatever you perceive it to be. I don't know what freedom is for everyone, but I know what freedom is for me. And I have finally found it. Like, if I transcend it today, I will be satisfied with my life because I finally took the opportunity and I took the chance and I went for it and I decided to live. I decided to go for it because this is what I'm here to do. I'm here to teach. You know, in my astrological energy, it says that I'm a teacher. I love philosophy. I love knowledge. And so I went for it because the life that I was living was not conducive to that. And so I had the opportunity and I went for it. And I never looked back. Now, me coming back to Babylon, that's not me looking back. That's the choice that I made, and I'm okay with that choice. Because if you knew what I had to go through to get there, you'd be like, dang, like, you know, I know that I am strong. I know that I have a lot of strength in me. You know what I'm saying? And so that's why I'm like, shit, I could do anything. Like, I wanna go to the limits. I wanna live my life and go to the edge. Like, I wanna wake people's spirits up. I wanna, you know, say fuck the status quo. Like, I want people to know, you know, who I am. Because in order for you to know who I am, you must know who you are. Know who you are. Don't worry about nobody else. Don't worry about what no one else thinks. Like, learn who you are. And like I said, you might find some things about yourself, be like, damn, I'm fucked up. But you know what? Love yourself anyways. Love the good, love the bad. It's you. This is your experience. This is how you learn. Sometimes obstacles are in your life to help you expand, because if everything is always good, you're going to get comfortable. Sometimes it is awesome to take the uncomfortable route, because that's when you are able to expand and grow and receive new clarity, receive new knowledge. Because before, you thought this way was the best way, but then when you got into this path, you realize, wow, there's a new way of being. And that is what the experience is about, is expanding yourself. How far can you expand yourself? And so many people around you, they are afraid to expand because they want to be comfortable. But there's no growth in comfortability. You see? Like, these are the things that I think about all the time. And before, I never had people around me that got it or even cared. You know, so I am appreciative of social media. I never realized what social media was really for. It's for you to socialize. It's for you to connect and find your frequency. Find the beings and the vibration that resonates with you. And don't worry about what people think, because really, like, the negative comments is just your own insecurities playing out to you on the screen. But once you know who you really are, anything that anybody says to you, it doesn't even matter. Become one with yourself. Don't look outside of yourself to find yourself. You're already there with yourself. So just get in tune with yourself. Well, that's all I wanted to say. I love myself. I love myself. So I just wanted to get on here and just, you know, connect and let you know what's going on in my head. You know, let you know what's going on with me. I continue to keep you in touch, because the other day I was on YouTube and I did a video there, but it wasn't the same as it is on Facebook Live. I love Facebook Live, and I also did Instagram. So if you want to follow me on the different social medias. I am on YouTube, and it's Nature Growth Theory. I'm on Instagram, and it's Nature Growth Theory. I'm not making it complicated. It's the same thing as it is on Facebook. And also share this video. Show me some love and share this video. And I will talk to you later. Peace, love, and light.